Love. Christianity, the home for white supremacists, the real Jews, black. Jesus Christ was a nigga, we scholars in the scriptures. Fuck your false doctrine. I'm a gangster, I can't go to church, they false prophets. I face the east and pray towards the sun. Fuck your peace and I don't need your love. I'm gonna have slaves when the kingdom come. I see my adversaries teaming up, but they ain't ready for war. And if they is, we gon' bring it to them. I'm still a page, just reading Obadiah. White man the devil, he for sure a liar. They trust the snake, Jesus called the vipers. How you love everybody, but we the ones dying. I'm bloodthirsty, pray my enemies drop dead. Don't do nothing God say, but won't forget us for their sins. Niggas hypocrites, I just want slaughter and revenge. A sword in the crown, they give my kids. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. And I can never be a Muslim because they worship rocks. If you don't serve the Most High, then you cursed by God. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh stop like a God. Kwam Yashala, still the king that would die. I got wisdom from the prophets, I ain't but out. I'm in the belly of the beast trying to make it out. I know the truth, so I can't transgress the law. For a long time, was a rebel without a cause. I was called by the Lord. I feel like the poor man when the dog licked his swords. They ain't from my neighborhood, but on all the stores. The church on every corner and my niggas still destroyed. We living in a time while your murder get reported. Man of the Lord still prisoners of war. I got a Glock, but brotherhood a real weapon. You practice killing on my yacht, but it's still pagan. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child.
Small businesses are bringing the country back. One's
You know that you are loved.
Yeah, brother, he's supposed to be coming. Let's get this started though. What's that? It's tripping.
That they ain't ready for war, and if they is, we gon' break it.
Is the beat too loud? It is? No, right. Don't share that one. I'm about to go live. Try that again. That's solid. If the stream fell on a Facebook, which has been doing that often, you can just go to Hollywood Israelites on YouTube, and the stream is live there. You know what I'm saying? That's for all those watching. If the stream fails yeah, you just go to the YouTube, and it should be solid from there. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe on the YouTube, as well as like and subscribe on the turn that down a little bit. Like and subscribe on all avenues. You know, share the classes, promote this truth. I'm back, Kapar. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what we got coming up? Shoot, One West Radio coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make sure y'all tune in. It's gonna be glorious. We got the host will be Captain Gadolhar, Officer Thabawan, and myself included. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be running the show. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Tune in. Follow One West Radio on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, man. It's gonna be going up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Make sure y'all tune into that. Like I said, the live feed failed. Jump on the Hollywood Israelite and watch this class from there. I can't control this if they keep going out. I'm just gonna run it from YouTube. Then, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying if you do it again.
Okay.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Like I was saying, One West Radio is gonna be popular, man. It's gonna be the thing that the West Coast needs. Y'all be able to call in. Y'all be able to, you know, ask us questions. Y'all be able to do, you know, what y'all want. And it's gonna be something unique and different, and something that the West Coast needs, and something that you be not being in the truth or you being in the truth need to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's get it in. We're gonna talk about how a double-minded man will always fail. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible scriptures say, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. A double-minded man will always fail because why? Why do you think a double-minded man will fail?
Because he will be on both sides, and you know you can't play both sides. He wants to a double-minded man. He wants to be the hero and the villain at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He want to be good and evil at the same time.
Or he want to be good and evil, or he don't even know what the hell he want to be. You know
right,
what I'm saying? He don't know. He don't know if he want to be, if I want to be for black people or I want to be against black people.
Right.
If I want to be strong or if I want to be weak. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you want to be. You don't have no foundation in yourself, and that's why you will fail.
Right.
That's why we take in the I.S.U.P.K. we take double-minded men and making them into single-minded men and making them into strong, better men. You see what I'm saying? And we build men. You know what I'm saying? No cowards, no excuses. The I.S.U.P.K is the home of the truth, and it's where you're gonna find people who will not apologize.
Facts.
Who will not apologize for speaking facts. Let me say that. Who will not apologize for speaking the right thing, saying the right thing, and doing the right thing for our people. I'm not going to apologize for calling a white man or the oppressor or the devil because he's shooting us down in the streets because of the devices that he has put out against us. I'm not going to apologize for that because it's facts. It's been proven throughout his history that he's jotted down in other people's history that he is a monster. He plagues wherever he goes. He destroys. He divide, conquer, and destroy. And it makes you want to accept him. I'm not going to apologize for calling him out on the atrocities that he's done. Definitely to my people. Definitely to people I say I love and I care for. Definitely to a people that I say I want to see built up and us running the nation or having our own nation one day. I'm going to apologize and go against my own people just to please him.
Right.
I know why they doing it. You know, they cutting that check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They cutting that check, and that check, that money got you weak. It got you double-minded.
Right.
It got you about to fail. Actually, no, it has you failing. You see what I'm saying? It has you failing, and it's not going to do nothing for you. That check got you weak. And it'll have you going against your people. It'll have you one day, you feeling like, dang, I'm tired of this oppression. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going to work, working for Bob. And Bob is just a racist piece of garbage. And every day he says something racist to me. And then you go to work one day and Bob says something racist and it comes back on you like, then he just said something about my people. Like he had the audacity to say that. And then you go like, but I'm not gonna be like this to Bob because he can still be saved. That's how the mindset of all these people are. And you get in the spirit one day and talk about, you know, you want to speak your truth, so to speak, and then the next day you get checked by some Edomite, and now you don't want to speak your truth, or the crowds of people flog you, and you don't want to speak the truth. Yahawashi spoke the truth. You see what I'm saying? What are you willing to sacrifice for the Lord? That's what it really comes down to.
Right.
Your name, your fame, your money. You know what I'm saying? What do you really say? Yahawashi sacrificed his life. You see what I'm saying? For the love of his people. And people think like I remember Sluggy, you know, I'm talking about Nick Cannons, the Deshaun Jacksons, anybody else who said that they was going to do, I'm just talking about them because recently, but it's been multiple people that say something, then recant their statement and apologize for it. And that shows weakness. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That shows that you are not, it shows that you are a double-minded man, and it shows why you will fail. You seeking one person's love, and the love of your people is being forgotten in that instance. You see what I'm saying? But what I was saying is, Yahawashi died for his people. No matter what problems or issues came after him, he said the right thing. He said the unpopular thing. He said the right thing at all times. Didn't fold for anybody. Scribe, Pharisees, cop, judge, however you want to put it, nation or people. He didn't fold for anybody. He wasn't double-minded in any of his ways. And you, so to speak, so-called in the truth, and you are woke, and you fail to realize this, that he lost it all. He lost his life for you. He went through hell. Somebody at the door. He went through hell just so you can live. You see what I'm saying? And he stayed strong and stayed firm throughout everything. All the flack, all the attempted murder, all the trials on his life, the people hunting him down, you know what I'm saying, issuing warrants, making counsels to kill him. You see what I'm saying? Christ stood firm and didn't fold, didn't go back like, damn, maybe I did make the wrong decision. Maybe I shouldn't have said it like that. Maybe these people are right. Maybe I'm not the king of the Jews. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't double-minded in none of his ways, and that's how you should be. You can't come out here and say something and go recant your statement and shalom, right? And recant your statement. That's not man. That's not, you know what what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get this first pre. Hold on real quick. Like and share the class. Going to this topic. Any questions on the law or any questions you might have, period, let me know. Drop them in the chat. We're going to get it. Open up my notes real quick. First, let me check this YouTube. All right. So, let me get James 4 and 8. The book of James, chapter 4, verse 8. And we're going to talk about how a double-minded man will fail. You will fail off the simple fact that what you standing for, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really standing for? Because what you standing for, you're not even sure that that's the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fight a fight that you're not sure is right. You know what I mean? That you're going to fail right there off top. Just thinking like that attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking like that, you're going to fail off top.
Right.
You're not sure. Like, I was like, I'm going to stand for black people, but I'm not sure. It's like, you know, you want to, this is what all brothers in the I.S.U.P.K understand. Our people are destroyed. You see what I'm saying? And we are going to come stand up for this destroyed people. We are going to come be the beacons of light for these destroyed people. You see what I'm saying? We not finna be like, yeah, see, they don't support me when I say this or when I do this. That's why I can't. No, we gonna do it whether they support it or not. Because why? It's the truth and you need to hear it. You see what I'm saying? Give me James 4 and 8.
James chapter 4, verse 8.
Right.
Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you.
Right. So, okay, let's talk about the Nick Cannon situation. That's the most popular one, right? It said, draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Nick Cannon basically was like, the real Jews is black. They sitting there, look, it's like this. It's like how you come to class, and you hear the conversation in class is so heavy, and it starts to move your spirit. It starts to make your spirit feel riled up. So right. Like, dang, that is right. They do be doing that to us. They do. You're right. It starts to make you feel like that. And then you like go home on your downtime, you start thinking, you start contemplating. And then after you start thinking and contemplating, you go, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna post this on Facebook. People need to hear this. I got a big following. I need to do the right thing. That's what Nick Cannon did. Posted the real Jews is black, blase, right? Now, Nick Cannon being a double-minded man, he was able to get out of that spirit that he should have held fast to.
Right.
He should have held fast to that dominant, that righteous spirit of wanting to wake his people up. That could have possibly led him right into the truth.
Right.
The Lord could have been like, I like what I'm seeing for him. Let me show this brother the right avenue to go to. You see what I'm saying? But since he let the devil knock him off his pedestal or expose him for the spirit he really has, it showed that you are a double-minded man and you failed your people. In that one, no matter all the accolades that you did prior to, that was righteous, that was good, or whatever, you did those. But this is what's going to stand out more because you did not draw nigh unto the Lord and you abandoned him in that righteous time for money. For you let the people that you spoke out against check you. Do that make sense? He let the people that he spoke out against check him. Same with Deshaun Jackson. You let the people that you spoke out against check you. You should have known that was coming. You know what I'm saying? You should have seen that coming from a mile away. I'm going to say this, and they're going to try to say all this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to comment on it? Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. And it just goes to show how oppressed we are as a people, because you see how the so-called Jewish man did the Germans.
Mm-hmm.
They have their hatred is never ending. They have a
Perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred,
Right.
but it's like a great hatred. They hate with the passion, and when it comes to us, we find a way. We're so manipulated that we find a way to go against our own people.
Right.
He stood up for the moment, but he didn't have a perfect hatred like the so-called Jewish man. The so-called Jewish man wouldn't even did that.
Mm-hmm.
He was the so-called Jewish man will take a 90-year-old German if he had anything to do with the Reich of Hitler or anything. But us, we go ahead and be like, you know what? Our oppression, it's like at the end of the day when it comes to the money, because we're so oppressed, our oppression doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And that's facts. And it's because they understand something that you don't.
Right.
They understand unity. They understand that they people matter above all things.
Right.
They understand that we have enemies on this earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what you are to them is just a puppet. That's why they can manipulate you like that. And look, what really happened, Satan just did his job. He exposed that you really are not worthy of serving the Lord. You really are not authorized to teach nobody, nothing.
Right.
Entertainers are not your leaders. Understand that. They are here to do exactly what their job description is. Entertain. That's why your job description coming into the I.S.U.P.K is what? Being a priest and a prophet. Right. This is exactly what you're going to do. This is your office. This is who you are. I'm going to do this. You take up a career. It's something that's supposed to be that you really desire to do. This is who you want to be. This is what's going to benefit your family in the long run. This is my career. This is all of us. This is our career. This is what we took up to be our main thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And entertainers, they take up entertainment and money to be their main thing, and everything else is just a subcategory. That's the same thing with us. This is our main thing. We're gonna ride for our people. Right. We're gonna stand up. We're gonna go out there and on protests. We're gonna go out there on the corners. We're gonna go out there and tell on video, in classes, sit down videos on radio shows, whatnot, and speak the truth and relay it to our people in whatever shape or form or fashion we can, and not let nobody knock us off our pedestal. Go ahead.
And another thing, the difference between us and anybody with a colonial career in America, we actually do it for the love of our people. They do it to collect a check and to build their egos. Once Nick Cannon figured out his check was going to be stopped, he lost all his ego. He became humble. He submitted right back to that white man.
Because why? He served money.
Right.
He wasn't really near to the Most High. He wasn't really. He did not draw near to the Most High. You got James 4:8. Just hold it right there, brother. Go get that real quick. He didn't really draw near to the Lord. His mind wasn't the right. His heart wasn't the right, so to speak. You see what I'm saying? And it shows. And you don't like. The Lord is like, people see these entertainers as leaders. They see him as, they idolize them. They see him as something that is to be valued, right? And the Lord is showing you constantly that these are not your leaders. Right. That you're going to be like them if you follow them. You know what I'm saying? Every time the blind leadeth the blind, right? Or you know what I'm saying? The dead, let the dead bury the dead. You're gonna be like who you're following. You see what I'm saying? And you're gonna fail. And the reason why you're gonna fail is because you're following people who are failures. And the Lord is showing you that right now. He's showing you that Nick Cannon's a failure. Right. You see what I'm saying? He's not the truth. You see what I'm saying? Commander General YAHANNA since 1969, since the leadership been passed down to him, since 1969 the schools have been established, but ever since the leadership been passed down to him, he ain't never folded. You know what I'm saying? Interviews, courthouses, wherever the heck Commander General YAHANNA has went, he kept his pride, his dignity, and he kept the truth with him and voiced it to any and everybody. They didn't cut ways, cut corners for nobody. You see what I'm saying? But for that precept, because Nick Cannon and them didn't draw near to the Lord.
Is that the same one?
Yeah, James 4:8.
James chapter 4 verse 8. Draw nigh to God, and he will And he will draw nigh to you.
Mm-hmm.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Be afflicted and mourn.
Right, hold on. Go back up to 8 one more time. I'm going to break it down for you.
Verse 8. Draw nigh to God.
Right, draw near unto the Lord. Right?
And he will draw nigh to you.
Right, so that shows you right there, you got to serve the Lord first. You know, Christian church teach you, God going to serve me, and then I'm going to serve the Lord. No, it don't work like that. The Lord says, draw near to me, and I'll draw near to you. That means start doing right by me, and I'll start doing right by you. Go ahead.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
Cleanse your hands, you sinners. That means you can't. The Lord's not going to draw near to nobody who's doing wickedness, because the Lord is a God of righteousness. You see what I'm saying? Right. So he's saying, cleanse your ways, you sinners. Cleanse your ways so I can draw near to you, so I can be one with you, right? And give you the attributes of the Lord, the Holy Spirit, and the things of that nature, right? The wisdom, the knowledge, the courage, and understanding of things, right? Go ahead.
And purify your hearts.
Purify your mind. Understand that the oppressor is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of. You see what I'm saying? Understand that. What happened? Okay. You got to understand these things, right? That the oppressor is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, in that, oh, look, I understand my condition, I understand my way, I understand if I say a statement like this, it's going to be flat. It's going to be somebody trying to get back at me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be smart and wise enough and near to the Lord to have that protection that the Lord's going to provide for you, have the backbone that the Lord's going to provide for you, and just have the goddamn courage to not fold under no circumstances. To be that man that's strong in his ways, strong in his mind. Picture if you a double-minded man, you got a wife. You got a wife, and you a double-minded man. Well, how do you think that relationship gonna go? Definitely for a woman that thinks like, I'm looking for a strong man. Right. So like you. They be saying that all the time, they looking for a strong man. Right. And you a double-minded man, you like, okay, baby, we gonna do this. Nah, we don't do that. Like, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna defend you. They be like, nah, maybe not this time. Right. He too big this time. Like, if you're a double-minded man, how that's gonna work? How you think your relationship? Somebody please answer. How's your relationship gonna work out?
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work out. It's gonna fail. So what makes you think you can be a double-minded man and try to speak the truth and be a man of the Lord? Right. What makes you think that can happen? It can't happen. That don't go together. It's like oil and water. Go ahead.
Back, sir. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the Christian church.
Right.
When they get in there and start preaching about something, loving the Lord, and then going home eating a pork chop sandwich. Mm-hmm. That's what it sounds like. That's
what it said. The people that speak the truth in your face but go behind the tree and eat swine's flesh. Right. I'm paraphrasing the scripture. That's how people are. They double-minded. They unstable. They liars. They're sinners. They're not really near to the Lord, even though how mighty, how holy, however their character portrays to be. They not really. Dang, what's going on with the feed?
No point.
They just said cannot play video. Hold on, one second.
I'm still alive.
Let me go back to
you. And I see you looking at me.
Okay, then. It's like it. Okay, so like you damn, I forget what I was gonna say. Read that precept one more time. Let's get it. That whole lie, it's live for you.
Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you.
Right.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts.
Right.
Ye double-minded.
Purify your hearts. In the Bible, what does the heart represent? Young man in the back?
Mind.
Your mind, right? So he says, purify your mind, purify your heart. Y'all want a precept? Do you know the precept that the heart represents the Bible? The heart represents the mind? Do you know that? Now pull it for him. Mark 7:21. Kapar, how were you at, bro? Let the young man get it back there. This is just one of the precepts that prove that the heart is the mind, right?
Lucky, so you said Mark 7? Mark 7:21.
Mark 7:21, kind. Yeah, you know, if I'm saying something you don't know, ask me. I'm gonna prove it for you. Don't sit up in Tabuan's class. You know, Tabuan was like, You right? Pull it. Are you sure? Pull it. Give me a precept. Gotta prove everything in double one's class. Go ahead.
Mark chapter 7, verse 21.
Uh-huh.
For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries.
Right, hold on. So from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts. Is this right here pumping, this blood vessel pumping in your chest? Is you thinking about committing adultery? Is you thinking about robbing somebody right here? I'm asking you, is it easy? No, you're not. You're like, this is pumping blood, circulation. This is a circulatory organ. You see what I'm saying? Right. Where do you think of evil things? What do you think about? I might go rob this dude today. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of them things in your mind? What do you think about that? In your mind. Can you continue on that? So that we can tell that this is a metaphor for something else. The heart is representing something else. Go ahead.
For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts,
right?
Adulteries,
right?
Fornications, murders.
No, that's it. Fornications, adulteries, and murders. You're not thinking about that from here. You're thinking about that from here. See what I'm saying? That's obvious. Even I don't even know why scientists call it the heart. You know what I mean? Right. Or because this should be your heart, this should be your brain. If that's the, you know, because you're thinking from right here. Right. But they always say, let your heart let your heart guide you. They telling you to be dumb. Let your something that can't think guide you. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the Bible is telling you basically what I'm saying is when the Bible says heart, it's describing your mind. It's talking about your mind. All right. Go back to where I was at. Kapor, Kashan.
I will come. Draw nigh to God, and He will draw nigh to you.
Right.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Purify your minds, you double-minded. You gotta purify your mind, you double-minded man. Brothers that try to speak the truth but not in the truth, their minds not purified.
Right.
They're not ready to withstand a spiritual battle, nonetheless a physical battle. You see what I'm saying? Because your mind's not purified. You're not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get built up to be that. Right. When the Lord gives reins to a man, like Moses or whatnot, He had to build Moses up. And Moses was ready to do it. You see what I'm saying? And Moses built the next man up to take his steed. You see what I'm saying? You got to be built up to be strong-minded, to have your mind purified. How do we purify our mind? How do we get baptized? Go ahead.
Following the law, statutes, and commandments.
Calm, but it's another way. That's right. You right, but go ahead.
Changing our ways.
Changing your ways, but how do you change your ways?
By
Ephesians 5:26. It's like, how do you? Basically, I'm asking y'all, how do you get baptized? Really? You know, you don't go get dunked in water. I know y'all don't know that. I know y'all know that, but now go ahead.
Through the scriptures.
Through the scriptures. That's how you cleanse your ways. Right? Go ahead. This is how you purify your mind. Who got it?
Oh, I got it, sir.
Go ahead. Read it when you got it.
You said Ephesians 9:28?
5:26, I believe.
5:26.
Yeah.
Sir. Ephesians 5, verse 26. Mm-hmm. That He might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water. By the word.
By the word. The washing of the water by the word. So what they try to attempt to do in water baptism is what you got to do by diving into these scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Right. Read it one more time.
Ephesians 5, verse 26. Mm-hmm. That He might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Right. That He might sanctify, that He might purify, because if something is dirty, or if you're not sanctified, it means you're not holy, it means you're not pure. So if you want to purify your mind, it's with the washing of water by the what?
By the word.
By the what?
By the word.
So you gotta wash your mind by this word. Like that's why what you said was correct. Through the law, statutes, and commandments. You see what I'm saying? Right. Because when you read that I can't eat pork, that I can't sin, that I can't do this, that, and the third, you're like, dang, it hits you different. It cuts you. You're like, dang, okay. That's what's really going to change you, because while we're changing your mind, we're purifying the way you think, because you used to be thinking that I could do this. Now you're thinking I can't do this. You have now, your mind has now been purified of that sin. You're pushing it out. I can't do this no more. I'm not going to do it no more. You see what I'm saying? And that's what the Lord said. You do, purify your mind. Draw near to me, I'll draw near to you.
Right.
We can be on one accord. You got to get right first, though.
Right.
And brothers trying to speak this truth, they be smoking weed, thinking they coming on, saying some right stuff, and they might say something right, but you're not built for it yet, or you might not ever be built for it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why you need to come to I.S.U.P.K and get built for it.
Right.
You take brothers from all various backgrounds, drug dealers, murderers, brothers that didn't have criminal history, was anime heads, all different backgrounds, but we built them under the banner of the Lord and built them to be men of the Lord. That's why I made that post on Facebook. Take your oath seriously. We ain't no fraternity. We ain't here doing no weird initiations and you gotta do this, that, and the third. No, you gotta learn some discipline. That's why you might have to pour a man a drink. That's why you might have to learn that, hey, pick this up, clean this, sort this area out for me, or do this, that, and the third. You might learn how to take an order. It might seem petty to you, like I'm a grown man. That's just you. That's just a demon on you. And that's why we have those institutions or factions in a way to break that off of you. So if you want to come serve the Lord, this is how you're gonna be. You gotta learn to take an order, small or big. You see what I'm saying? Because if you can't take a small order, if a brother tell you, hey, pick up some trash, or hey, pour me a drink, or hey, I hold post right here, how you gonna be able to take a big order? You see what I'm saying? How you gonna be able to give an order? How you gonna be able to give an order? You can't take an order.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You can't take so nobody can't tell you nothing, but you can tell somebody else something. Do that even sound right? You know what I'm saying? Do that even sound right? But you say you under Christ. You see what I mean? That's a double-minded characteristic right there.
Right.
You see what I mean? You're not really in what you say you in, right? You can drop that James 4:8 and give me Matthew 6:24. Because people look to these entertainers as their, like, I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. They look to entertainers as their idols, basically, but like they're leaders. And it's like, why are you looking into LeBron James why he got to say something about this? Look to the people who's in that office to say something about it. Like, people is holding LeBron James and other athletes and stuff like that accountable for not saying nothing, when you got Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and Black Lives Matter. They're supposed to be saying stuff about this type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's their office. That's their job. But they're not saying nothing there. You see, Black Lives Matter didn't say a goddamn thing about Nick Cannon's situation.
Right.
They didn't say not one word. But that's your office, so to speak. That's what you're supposed to do. But they didn't do it. You see what I mean? That lets you know that our minds are not purified. We in a whole rift right now. We're looking at entertainers to lead us, and we're not looking for the people who so-called are leaders to lead us.
Right.
You see what I mean? That lets you know that our people are destroyed. And us being brothers in I.S.U.P.K, we know that coming to this, our people are destroyed. Some gonna hate us and some gonna love us. But at the end of the day, you are my brother. Y'all seen that command in Germany, YAHANNA? It's popular. I'm not gonna let nobody sell you drugs. Y'all seen that before?
Concept.
Because you a black man just like me. You worth something. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. He said, I might not know. He said, I might not know you from, like, basically from a can of paint. But just like he your boy, I'm your boy. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy. If you ain't never seen it, go watch it. It's heavy, that camp speaking he did. Because it let him know, like, I'm in this for you. And I don't even know you. I'm out here on this corner to talk to you. Because I don't want to see nobody selling no drugs. I don't want to see you strung out on crack. I don't want to see my people destroyed. I'm in it for you. You my boy. Right?
Right.
I say boy, but you my brother. You my friend, so to speak. right? And we understand that coming in, even though he don't look at him like, even though that dude that Commander Junior Hana was talking to, don't look at Commander Junior Hana like that.
Right.
We look at our people like that. But we understand that, though, that they're not going to look at us like that. But we do what we do because we need them to understand that. Am I making sense?
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? We need them to understand that. Not just because, FBI, I don't know if y'all wasn't at the, what's the name? Passover, the 50th anniversary Passover. When I was there, I'm outside on the phone or whatnot, the generals inside the building. I seen so many FBI cars, bro, police cars, all out in front of the building, the venue, just there. Not in front of the Passover actually, but the hotel we lodged at. You know what I'm saying? They was there, all out, all there. And I'm sitting there like, dang. And I say that to say that the generals still hold down this truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They still do this truth. They don't fold because, the FBI, FBI on me, or the white man pressing me, or he's making me he wants me to apologize for this. No, I'm gonna do what's right. I'm built for this. You know what I'm saying? And through their example, he's building up other men that's built for this. You see what I'm saying? Not double-minded. These are, if you want to find a man that's not double-minded, look to the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Because Commander Junior Hana and the generals, the captains, the officers, all the way down to the troopers, we are building brothers to be that way. To not fold. This is a Nick Cannon and all the other athletes and all the other people who try to make leaders and they're not leaders. Not gonna fold. We not gonna fold like they will fold.
Right.
We're not gonna fail you. You see what I'm saying? But give me that Matthew 6:24.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24.
This is why your entertainers and your rich who you say should be leaders will fail. Go ahead.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters.
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Right. Either you will hate the one and love the other one. So if you're trying to serve two masters, you're going to hate one of them. Right? You're going to hate one of them. Right? Which one are you going to hate? Is you going to, but basically, I'll put it like this. It's money and the Lord. These are the masters in the earth today. Or the white man or your oppressor and the Lord. Which one you going to serve? You got people trying to do both. You got people trying to do both. And by you trying to do both, you making yourself lukewarm and the Lord gonna spit you out, or you gonna really, your true colors gonna show when the situation gets real, and you're gonna show that I really serve my oppressor.
Right.
And I hate the Lord.
Right.
Because I was in a righteous spirit when I said what I said, but now, since the white man pressing me, since my master's pressing me about what I said, I gotta bow down to him. And sorry, Lord. No, you hate the Lord. You turned your back to the Lord. And you chose to bow down to your true master. And the Lord's gonna spit you out.
Right.
The Lord's gonna spit you out. That's why the brother was said I had suicidal thoughts. Yeah, you should.
Right.
Because you chose to turn your back on the Lord. You chose a power that's lesser than the power that's greater. You see what I'm saying? And entertainers will fail you every single time. You got to be strong. Only one that ain't really failed or double back on his word was Ice-Cube.
Right.
Ice-Cube was like, he said what he said, stood firm on it. You know what I mean? The brother, Lord willing, but the Lord can bring that brother into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or bring him on a grill, get to sit down with Commander Junior Hana and talk. You know what I'm saying? But other entertainers, I wouldn't look to no entertainment film because like when I heard Nick Cannon say that, I thought he was backing up Deshaun Jackson. I'm like, okay, I see what he do. That brother apologize. He might not have been strong enough. Nick Cannon gonna step up and do the thing, like you know. But then a part of me was like, nah. I was just like, nah, he ain't gonna do that. He not built like that. You know what I'm saying? I understood like he's an entertainer. Like, cause I like to see my people, boom, like I like to see them coming together. But then I'm like, yeah, nah, he ain't in the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened in my mind. Like, he ain't in the truth. And then when I seen that, I was like, yeah, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna fall in that pressure because that money, that $10 million price tag, that NBC and the Viacom, whatever it's called, NTV. They cutting that check for you. They basically essentially sent you to Harvard or wherever you go to, Howard. You know what I'm saying? They got you, so to speak, by the nuts. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, read that one more time.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 24.
Hey, Marquise, could you
No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
It's right there. All right, give me another 50, so either he will hate the one and serve the other. No man can serve what?
No man can serve God and mammon.
Right. No man can serve God and money. You can't serve the Lord and serve money. Because if you want to hate one and love the other, you can be like to the Lord. Because what Christ tell that rich man? Easier is it for a camel to go through the thread of the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it to the kingdom of heaven, because you're not gonna be willing to give up all your riches to come follow me. Right. Really? To come follow a Judite from the ghetto? You gonna give up everything you got to come follow a Judite from the ghetto?
Pull that or not.
You know what it's at?
It's Matthew 19:24.
Pull it. Let's get it. You can't right here. Give it a shot. I appreciate it. He said, you gonna give up all your, he said, I keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments. I do what's right. I'm good. All right. Well, it's one thing that you can't. Look, this is how you know Christ is a cold cat. He said, it's one thing you're not gonna do. Because look, what did the other disciples do? Christ came to them and said, hey, they was out there, I believe it was Peter and Paul, out there fishing. He said, give up what you do and come follow me. Them brothers could have been some successful fishermen. You know what I'm saying? Right. They were like, oh, shoot, no sweat, let me go. Let me see what he's talking about. Now, brother that got worth $100 million or worth $1 billion, think you gonna give that up?
Right.
To follow the Lord? Then what's the chances of that happening?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say, the scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, where you build your treasures, where your heart is, where your mind is. They built their treasure here on this earth. So that's where their mind is. We build our treasure there in heaven. So we gonna be like, man, this money ain't nothing. I'm gonna give it up. If I got to, I mean, I'm oppressed, I don't want to, but if I got to, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna give it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you should do. You should be able to sacrifice anything for Christ, because Christ sacrificed everything for you. Right?
Right.
Pull it. Give it to me. Slide it. Pull it up.
Wow. Sure. Matthew chapter 19, verse 24. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
Right. That's heavy. It's easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. That's why you don't look to entertainers or the rich to be your leaders. You know what I'm saying? And I just explained how you looking to entertainers to lead you, but you're not looking to the people who hold the office to lead you. The majority, I'm not saying that it's black people that don't do that, but I'm saying the majority of black people are looking to the entertainers and want to hear what they got to say about it. You see what I'm saying? They looking to the Lil Waynes, the Cardi B's, or whoever to what do you got to say? What you say is most likely was going to be right or whatnot. And the Kanye's and stuff like that. And it's like they are entertainers. And you looking at them to lead you, that shows how shallow of a person you are.
Right.
You see what I mean? Drop that. Let me get Isaiah 29:3. Like and share the class once again. Any questions, drop them in. Check the YouTube real quick. Yeah.
Like you said.
Go ahead.
You said chapter 29, verse 3, right?
Isaiah 29 and 13.
Sir. I got it, man.
Go ahead.
Come, sir.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth.
Right. So read that one more time. Read it one more time. Nice and clear, please. Double shot.
Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips.
Right. So these people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips. So what's that saying? Go ahead.
In my word, they all talk.
They all talk, right? They just saying like, Black power, we for the people, I'm for my people, this, that, and the third, right? I love the Lord, I serve the Lord. Christian church, you can use it for the Christian church as well.
Right.
I love the Lord, I serve the Lord. He knows my heart. I love him. I'll die for him. I'll do anything for him. All right, I'm done. Go ahead.
And with their lips do honor me.
Right.
But
they do honor him with their lips. They're saying honorable things. Right? Go ahead.
But have removed their heart far from me.
But your mind is not with the Lord. Right? Your mind is not really for the Lord. You remove yourself far from the Lord. Why? Because you're serving two masters. You're not really serving the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
It's like, come on, you out of here?
For a second.
Okay, come on. Slightly. You keep reading, and can you unlock the door for me?
Read that one more time?
Yeah, read it one more time for me.
Come, sir.
But have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
Right. So you being taught by the precept of men. That's like kind of how Nick Cannon sat down with the people he spoke out against and got taught by the people he spoke out against.
Right.
Do that even make sense? You speaking out against, that don't even make sense to me. You gonna speak out against the real Jews is black, and then go sit down and get taught by the people that stole your heritage, and you think they're gonna teach you something right? Go ahead.
It's like you're saying, if I may, like Captain Quan said, basically, don't try to do don't try to do the work of the I.S.U.P.K because you don't have the full understanding of nothing. You're not willing to come here and sit down and get it all black.
Right, you're not built for it. That's basically what Captain Quan was saying. You're not built for this. Don't try to do our job. You're an entertainer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't that wrong? Come sit down and get in here and learn something, be a part of something. But what you're built for is to entertain.
Right.
See what I mean? Read that one more time.
The whole 13?
Yeah, the whole 13 one more time. Go to shot.
Isaiah 29, 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me.
Right. So you draw near to me, you do this. You draw near to me with this. You talking. You draw near to me with that. Right? But go ahead.
But have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
We're talking about other men. That's not men of me.
Right.
See what I'm saying? And that's why you double-minded. Because who's your real master? Who are you really serving? Like, if you're serving the Lord, you're gonna be taught by men of the Lord. That only makes sense. If you're serving the white man or you serving your oppressor, you're gonna be taught by your oppressor.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be taught and be learned, and you know, things of that nature. And you're gonna fail every single time. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. I was just saying, I was thinking like, you're like really spot on point with the double-minded category, because Nick Cannon, he's a philosopher of Ham.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his
Africanism and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So how he got to the Hebrews or black thing, I mean, I'm pretty sure he absolutely knows nothing about it, but just heard of it. But really, his philosophy is just all on Africa, and that's it.
Right, because he sat down and he's an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? He's an Israelite. You know how you is in the world. You all sit there. We sit down. We have those deep conversations. Right. We like, dang, you sitting there like, that's deep. You know, like that is right. Like wow, and you getting that spirit of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened again. Right. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the right thing. You know, he said like, I'm gonna stop smoking weed. The next day, he just go smoke weed. Right. That's what Nick Cannon did. That's what he did. He's double-minded. Right. That's what a lot of your actresses and actors will do. Right. Right. Go ahead.
It's like it, sir. I was gonna say, as he was saying it, he looked hot. To be honest.
Hold on. Willie Edwards, what's your question? Just ask your question. Like, what is your question? Like, what are you really saying? Are you dropping a precept? Christ possible. Do you believe? Hey, if y'all see him, y'all see the Willie Edwards?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Go look at his profile. Tell me if he an Israelite or via heathen. If he heathen, I ain't gonna waste my time.
I don't see him.
You don't see that long paragraph this person then put? Just ask your question, Willie Edwards. Ask it, plain and simple. And then we can pull a precept if you want to. Just type the precept. You're gonna put the whole precept in the chat. Just, can you pull this? Can you pull that? Now ask your question. Do you believe that I am able to descend into hell and testify truth? Do you believe that I can descend into hell? Specify. Clear up your question. Do you believe that you can descend into hell and testify truth?
It's like you said, he's probably talking about Christ.
Oh, he said I.
Oh, he said
I am able to descend into hell and testify truth. Look. Check this out. Willie Edwards. And I mean this, and I'm not trying to like stunt on you on live or nothing. I'm in hell right now.
That's right.
I'm in hell right now. You know why I'm in hell? And my people is in hell? Because we suffering curses. We are oppressed. We got a people or a nation's foot on our necks, killing us every goddamn day.
That's right.
And guess what? I'm in hell right now as I speak, and I'm testifying the truth. You see what I'm saying? Hell is not some imaginary place you go to after you die. Hell is right here on earth.
Right.
It's your condition that you're in. And blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have been living in hell since we came to this goddamn country.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's just a lot. Since we came into this goddamn country. And I'm in hell right now, and I'm testifying this truth. If you were, I'm not sure your pedigree, but I do believe I'm able to descend into hell and testify the truth.
You sound like, yeah, you sound
Hey,
like
he don't sound like an Israelite, but you know, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm in hell right now, and I'm testifying the truth. So to answer your question, you can. You see what I'm saying? But you need to be authorized to teach this truth. What is the truth? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, the ways of the Lord. And to be authorized to teach this truth, you need to come into the I.S.U.P.K. And if you not Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you will not be allowed through these doors, unless you're coming for an interview, a professional matter, or whatnot. But other than that, I'm asking, do you believe that I am able to descend into hell and testify the kingdom of God? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I just answered your question. How you going to descend into hell? How? The bottomless pit, that is not hell. I just told you what hell is. It's your state or your condition that you're in. Right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. It's the state and condition that you're in. If you're a Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you can testify to what hell is. I know what hell is. These brothers in here know what hell is. Oppression maketh the wise man mad. Oppression is the hell. And it makes you mad every day. You hate getting up to go to work. You hate the fact that you gotta go on your news feed and see a brother getting shot in the head by the police, or another brother locked up, or another sister locked up, or people out here destroyed. We living in hell right now.
That's right.
And I'm testifying the truth. I'm telling my people the truth. That do right and you will receive the wonderful eternal blessing that the Lord has set out for you. You will gain the kingdom of heaven. I don't know what metaphors or theology that you've been taught, but you ain't been taught right. Coming to the truth. I just gave you the example. I'm off this topic. Back to my precept though. Where was I at?
You was at Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13.
Read it one more time, Brother Kashan.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouths and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart from far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. Basically,
you all talk, no action. You really not about serving the Lord, right?
That's right.
You say you are, but you really are about serving the Lord. And I wanted to touch on that point you brought out. How you said Nick Cannon is basically taught by the philosophies of Ham or Africans, and that's absolutely correct. Right. And it shows, because I'll be damned if I was sitting across a fake Jew and he trying to teach me about me. Right. You can clearly read this book, this Bible, and see that. Hold on, this ain't right. And if you read the 13th tribe, I forget the dude's name that wrote it, but it's a book called the 13th tribe. It's a Jewish man that says himself, unless they're basically the gist of the book, unless there's a 13th tribe, the people in Israel today are not the real Jews.
That's right.
Pull me that precept. I know that it works in our tribulations. Y'all got Blue Letter?
It's a lot.
Blue Letter Bible, the app.
On
your phone?
I got it. It's old. I can pull it though.
You know where that's at? Hold on, let me think I can find it. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second.
It's in Revelation.
Yep, exactly what it said. Revelation 2 and 9.
2 and 9. Sir. Revelation 2 and 9.
Revelation 2 and 9.
Got it. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right. So the Lord saying, I know thy works, thy tribulation, and your poverty, but thou art rich. Who's in poverty? Who's in tribulation? Troubling times. Somebody pull me the definition of tribulation, please. Pull that for me real quick. He says, I know thy works and thy tribulation and thy poverty, but thou art rich. Right? Go ahead. Rich, wait on, Slugger. Rich in what? What are we rich in? Go ahead. But what? Nah, because we destroy it. People don't know. I know thy works, thy tribulation. What are we rich in?
Spirit.
Spirit. You're rich in the spirit. That's why everybody trying to copy your swag, so to speak, copy your style, how you are, your spirit. Right? You are rich in the spirit. You are the salt of the earth. Go ahead, continue.
Come on, sir. And I know the blasphemy.
The what?
The blasphemy.
The what?
The blasphemy.
Right? The blasphemy
of them which say they are Jews.
Which them which say they are Jews. Do black people in the earth today walk around saying they Jews? What do you say that you are? I'm African American. I'm what's it called? I'm Kemetic. I'm what they call I'm Pan African.
Right.
I'm Zabla E Blue Blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call themselves by these names. Black people today do not walk around calling themselves Jews.
That's right.
They don't.
Right.
Who walks around in the earth proclaiming it that they are the Jews? Them hook-nosed bastards in Israel right now.
Right.
They said what? I know the blasphemy. Read that part one more time. The blasphemy, right?
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Right.
And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right. They say that they're the real Jews, but they not.
That's right.
That's right.
They are the what?
The synagogues of Satan.
They are the temple of Satan. So for you to sit down and have a conversation in a dialect, you learn it from who? Read that one more time. You learn it from who?
The synagogues of Satan.
You learn it from Satan, not
right.
Nick Cannon sat down and learned from who? Satan. And Satan made him apologize and taught him his history. You see what I'm saying? See the pressure that the devil has and that this oppression, this spirit of this place. And it's hard. Like I don't blame you because I was once there in that place. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm talking about your situation because I'm in the way that I am because it can edify you. You see what I'm saying? It can edify other people. I'm not here bashing you or making fun of you, but what I'm saying is your situation is here as a teaching to the other people. If you were to be taught by righteousness and men of the Lord, you would understand your condition.
That's right.
You would understand that I'm not going to go that route. This is the synagogue of Satan.
That's right.
I'm being taught by Satan, and there's in the silver lining in this all is that you can still come into the truth.
Right.
The doors are still open for you. Now it's up to you. What you gonna do? See what I'm saying?
Right.
You can choose to drop the ball on it and be like, nah, tucking your turtle shell, or you can choose to serve the Lord. You see what I'm saying? What you choose to sacrifice for the Lord is what you choose to sacrifice. Some brothers choose to be homeless, broke, without nothing for the Lord.
Right.
What are you choosing to be for the Lord? You can't lose millions of dollars. You got a podcast you could possibly make thousands of dollars off of. See what I'm saying? What are you choosing to sacrifice for the Lord? And it shows you gotta be willing to sacrifice everything. You cannot sit down across from your oppressor and think that that's gonna help you. You see what I'm saying? Think that that's the right thing to do. And learn from him. Read that one more time. Because the I.S.U.P.K been saying that real Jews are black since I don't know how long. We got shirts and everything. You know what I'm saying? We've been saying the real Jews is black for how long? because we understand. We gonna hold fast to that because it's fact. We've been wearing the shield of David for a long time.
Right.
We gonna hold fast to that because it's facts. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
Right?
I know thy works and tribulation.
You got tribulation?
No.
Give me tribulation. He says, I know thy works and thy tribulation. Right? The Lord sees all. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding that which is evil and that which is good. That's in Psalms, it's paraphrasing the precept. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. So he knows what's going on. Right? Give me tribulation.
Tribulation, a cause of great trouble or suffering.
Right. A cause of great trouble or suffering. Or other words, your hell. I know your hell. Right?
That's right.
Go ahead, continue.
Like it, sir. If I may, I got the definition of hell too.
No, I don't need that right now. Go ahead.
And poverty.
I know thy suffering. I know thy problems and thy poverty. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But you are rich. You are rich in the spirit. You are rich because you have me on your side. You just need to realize it.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Give me blasphemy, Bubba Kashan. You hold where you at. You give me blasphemy. He says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Got it right now, sir.
Go ahead.
Blasphemy, the act or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things.
Right.
Profane talk.
Profane talk. Your heritage as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian is a sacred thing. And they speak profane about it. They defile it every single day that they call themselves Jews.
That's right.
That's why the Lord said it's blasphemy, right?
Right, sir. Right.
Go ahead, continue on that precept.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Because Black people don't walk around, Black and Hispanics don't walk around, we don't walk around saying we Jews.
Right.
I'm Mexican. I'm a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm this, I'm that. You saying you everything but what you truly are.
That's right.
That name that you say, if I say I'm Karatazal Banya Hawada, that's a holy, sacred thing. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
The Lord said they not. And since the Lord said they not, what we gonna say? That you not the real Jews.
Right.
And we're gonna hold fast to that. Right? Go ahead. Is that it on that? No, it's to why. You can drop that. Okay. How much time I got? And look, this is what happens. Give me Hosea 7 and 9. This is what happens to brothers that are double-minded. This precept right here. When you double-minded, you don't be steadfast in your way. This is why you will fail. Because you're serving other things, you unstable in your way, and you're going to fail. Right? Go ahead. Go ahead. You got a question?
Oh, no. Time check is 8:36, sir.
The bottom. Wait, hold on. Before you pull that, since I just said that, hold that Hosea 7 and 9. The other young man, pull me 1 Corinthians 10 and 21. Because this is for double-minded people as well. And I want your precept first, the 1 Corinthians. You can't say I love the Lord, I'm serving the Lord, but then you want to go around and be friends and participating of the activities of the devil, of your oppressor. See what I'm saying? First Corinthians 10 and 21.
1 Corinthians 10, chapter 10, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord.
Right. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord. Go ahead.
And the cup of the devils.
Ooh, wee.
Ye can...
Hold on, wait. Ooh, let that sink in. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and drink the cup of the devils. Right?
Right.
You cannot hear this truth and go back and try to sit and parlay with the devils. What did we just read? The people who say they're not Jews, what are they? The synagogue of Satan.
Right, right.
They are the sons of the devil.
Right.
You cannot sit here and break bread with the Lord and try to go break bread with some devils. Go ahead, continue.
Start from again, sir.
Yeah, read it one more time.
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of the devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of the devils.
Mm-hmm. Can't be that. You can't be double-minded, so to speak. Simply put, you can't be double-minded.
Right.
You're going to serve the Lord with all thy heart, all thy soul, all thy strength. You see what I'm saying? You can't serve the Lord and try to please the devil. It don't work. And you're going to fail every single goddamn time.
Right.
You're going to fail.
That's
Right? Give me where you at, Hosea.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Hosea chapter 7, verse 9.
Your oppressor makes you apologize. He makes you apologize. That little spark of strength that you thought you had, he's going to take that right away from you. Go ahead, read that.
Verse 9. Strangers have devoured his strength.
Strangers have devoured his strength. Right? This speaks for everybody who recants their statement and what they thought they were speaking true. You know, Dwayne Wade supported, he supported what Nick Cannon said. Then immediately after he seen how the fire came on Nick Cannon, he said, nah, I'm not, I don't hate nobody. I'm not with all that. He immediately recanted his statement. Strangers have devoured their strength. Right? So let me break that down. What do we consider us as Israelites? We consider ourselves to be what? Go ahead. Men. But I'm saying, what do we consider? The Bible describes. Maybe I'm not being too specific, but I'll just give it to you. Oh, go ahead.
God's chosen people.
God's chosen people come, but we consider ourselves to be neighbors. That's why it says, love thy neighbor as thyself, right? So when we talk about, when the Bible is speaking about us being neighbors, speaking about neighbors, speaking about us being as a people. But he's saying strangers to mean somebody outside of that neighboring people devours your strength. Right? Go ahead.
And he knoweth it not.
Right. And he don't even know he's being devoured. You see what I'm saying? Ain't that the cold part about it? That's why we say the oppressor is a goddamn devil. He's a virus.
Right.
You can have a virus and not even know you have the virus. You just like, dang, why am I losing so much weight? Why am I getting sick so much? You know what I mean?
Right.
Whole time you got the virus bug right up in you. Not even knowing it. Undetectable by testing and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yea, gray hairs are here and there upon him.
Right. Gray hairs are here and there upon him. We know what gray hairs represent, right? Go ahead. No. You can tell he used to be in the hell. He said gray hairs represent stress. I got some gray hair. I must be going through it. Nah, what do gray hairs represent? Oldness. What comes with age? Wisdom. See what I'm saying? The gray hair, that's what that's speaking about. Even though he has gray hairs on his head, even though he's an older cat, he's supposed to have that wisdom, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yet he knoweth not.
He don't even know. He don't know a goddamn thing. Ain't that something? Go ahead. This is the Lord. See how the Lord speak to you? You get mad at us for telling you the truth in the rawest form and fashion. Though I be rude in speech, but not in knowledge. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And the pride of Israel testifieth to his face.
Mm-hmm.
And they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him for all this.
Right. They do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek him at all. Right?
Right.
Drop that. Give me Revelations 3 and 15. More on the double-minded. Oh, now I know. Willie Edwards is a white man. That explains it all.
You ever get to this page?
Now I ain't looking to his page, but he said, Do you believe all white men will always be unsaved?
I'm gonna kiss the boots and see.
Willie Edwards, I'm gonna answer your question. I hope you're still watching. Yes.
Right.
All white men will be unsaved. You will not reach the kingdom of the Lord because the kingdom of the Lord was not built for you, nor made for you. You understand? The kingdom of the Lord was not built for you, nor made for you. And that's why you won't achieve what you think you could achieve. Just like blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians can never achieve a rulership positions or equality, I would say, in this society.
Right.
Because why? It's not built for us.
Right.
It don't make sense. It's not built for us to achieve anything in this society. It's built for you to achieve as a white man.
Right.
Maybe as a Chinese man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe as another nation. But it's not built for white people. So if you're Native American Indian, why are you asking me about white people? If you're Native, why are you asking me about white people? I say I said it multiple times. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Is your father Native, Willie? Answer the question, Willie. Is your father Native? Andrew Medford. Christ is king over all, but Christ is not your king. He's king of kings. He's king over all. But Christ is not your king.
That's
right. Right? And like I said, if you're Native American Indian, why are you asking about white people? That's the first question. And the second question, is your father Native American Indian? Or is your mother Native American Indian? Answer that for me. He talking about Christ is king of all. Christ ain't your king. You better sit down somewhere. Go ahead.
I like it, sir. I wouldn't mind if you spent the rest of the class cutting me, so
Easy, but yeah, I would. But they, I'm not gonna deter off my topic. Go ahead, read that. What you got till they answer the next question? Revelations 3 and I believe 15.
Oh, yeah. Revelations chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
I know thy works, that you're not either cold nor hot. Right? Go ahead.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
I would rather, basically what he's saying is, I would rather you be cold or hot. I'd rather you be one or the other. I know that works. You're not even cold or hot, you just warm. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like you said, that means like wishy-washy, right? Like
you in between.
In between, yeah.
The Lord, or rather, it's not no in between with the Lord. You're either gonna be hot for this truth, or you're gonna be cold in the world. Right. See what I'm saying? Gotcha. Go ahead.
Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Just because you're not a cold nor hot, and you are lukewarm, because you want to be in the middle, I will spew you out your mouth. I will spew you out your mouth. My father, mother, and grandparents are Native American. Okay. Let me hit my point right here real quick. So because you want to be double-minded, because you're neither cold nor hot, because you don't know which way to go, because you want to try to serve two masters, the Lord gonna spit you out. That's what the scripture says in Revelation 3:15. Now back to you, Willie. My father, you promote doctrine of a devil. Servants of God are of all colors. You're right. Servants of God are of all colors. The shades, all colors of brown.
That's right.
All colors of brown.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not dark black. You see what I'm saying? I'm a light-skinned brother. So yes, there's different colors and different shades that the people of the Lord come into. Like the people of the Lord are of, right? But I asked you another question before this. I said, why are you, if you're Native American Indian, why are you asking me about the white man?
Right.
That's right.
Are you his lawyer? Are you trying to are you trying to plead a case for the white man?
Right.
That's what I'm asking you. You say you want to have a cordial conversation. You say I'm preaching the doctrine of the devil when I'm reading out the Bible. So you saying that the Lord is the devil? You're not making no sense, Willie. Make it make sense.
That's right.
You understand? Make it make sense. I'm speaking for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And I know it's hard. I get the flack from a lot of Judite brothers, well, you say Negro brothers and sisters in the Christian church that hear what I'm saying and be like, oh, no, that ain't right. All people can be saved. I get that all the time. And it's because of your oppression and the beating and the lynching and the making you feel that these people should be served is why you're asking for salvation for white people instead of asking salvation for yourself. You understand? Really, if you want to discern the truth according to my walk, come be a brother to me and see how I move.
That's right.
See how I walk. See how I move. He says, so that I could discern the truth concerning your walk. Come be a brother. These brothers in here know how I move.
Right. That's right.
That's why they're sitting in the class and learning something today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they're learning how not to be a double-minded man. You're being double-minded right now. You are asking for salvation of your people instead of asking for salvation of for yourself and for your mother and your grandfather and your father.
That's right.
Who are, like you say, Native American Indian. Why are you asking me about white man's salvation and not asking me about your own salvation?
That's right.
Did not the white man do enough to the Native American Indians? Did he not? I got a Native American Indian brother right here in front of me.
Right.
That's right.
Did not the white man do enough to Native American Indians? They did the same thing that they did to blacks as far as lynching, beating, burning at the stake, taking you as slaves, robbing you of your heritage.
That's right.
Right.
Giving you something other than that, giving you something diluted that's not yours, putting you on a reservation. What's the difference between a reservation and a ghetto? What's the difference between a reservation and a barrio? They did the same thing to you, Willie. And you trying to sit here and ask me about salvation for the white man?
Right.
Come on. Wake up, brother. Go ahead. This dude, Willie. All right, Willie. Come to class. That's all I was saying.
Right.
Come to class. I'm not. This dude gonna say, hold on. You sound soft, Salaki. You sound soft. You sound like this. Yes, you sound like a $5 Indian. I don't really think you Native American Indian.
Right.
Because Native American Indians, I know they was warriors.
That's
They wanted to kill the white man.
Right.
They wanted the white man to leave his goddamn land.
Right.
They didn't want to see the white man cutting open his wife's or his sister's belly because she's pregnant and playing with the fetus. They didn't want to see that. They didn't want to see their people walk through that trail of tears. So you had the audacity to sit up here and talk to me about I'm preaching hate when the white man, he trying to seek salvation for the white man. The white man ain't did nothing but show you hate your whole goddamn life and the history of your people.
That's right.
Don't come to me talking about I'm of Satan. You preaching, you trying to stand up for Satan.
right.
Shamai, shut up and watch class. Give me go ahead, you have something to say?
No concert. Hosea 4:6.
Right, go ahead.
You want it. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right.
That
Right. My people, I'm gonna break that down for Willie. And it's the last precept I got for you. He says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And since that you reject knowledge, since you rejected knowledge of this Bible, the knowledge of the Lord, I will also reject you. That's what it's going to say next. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee.
Right.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Right.
I will also forget thy children.
That's how the Lord is. And you trying to sit here and talk about we're supposed to love our enemies. We don't love our enemies.
Right.
The Lord says, I will hate them with a perfect hatred. You're not reading this Bible right.
Right.
And you still ain't answered my goddamn question. Why are you asking for salvation of the white man? And not salvation of yourself?
That's right.
Tell me that. Then we can have a common dialogue. But I'm thinking you're not really Native American Indian. You can't be. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm off this. Let's go just back to the. I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna get my precepts real quick. Give me to the do. I wanted to go into how Elisha wasn't a double-minded man, how he stood fast in front of all people. Let me pull that. I might go a little bit over. I know I started a little late. Give me 1 Kings. 1 Kings 18 and 21. Hey, young Marquise, can you bring me 2 times? It's another nut in that bitch. Hey, give me another cup. A whole another cup. What's the syrup?
So you want 18 and 21?
18 through 21. Look shot. This is talking about Elijah. All right, look, let me give y'all a backdrop on the story real quick. So, Elijah was a prophet of the Lord. He was like, you would say, the head of the school at that time.
Right.
The head prophet of the school at that time. He was a prophet of the Lord at the time. I'm not going to deal with Willie today. Go ahead. Just a little bit more. He said, so Elijah was the head prophet at the time, right? And he was running the school. But then you had the king of Israel at that time, which was Ahab, right? He had a wicked wife that was in his ear and caused him to so Elijah was the head priest at the time, and So at this time, basically what happened was Jezebel, which was Ahab's wife, was a wicked woman. She was in his ear, having him kill all the priests of the Lord. Right? Obadiah, one of the had a governing position. He feared the Lord, put priests into a cave, 50 by 50, or by a certain number, fed them bread and water. It was a famine in the land at this time, of course, because what was going on, right? And Elijah came into, what I'm about to pull right now is Elijah coming up unto them, so-called priests and prophets, right? That are under King Ahab and Jezebel. And Elijah does not fold, nor does he waver, because he's not what? Think of the class topic. Go ahead.
Double-minded.
He's not double-minded. Elijah doesn't fold nor waver because he's not double-minded. He drawed himself near unto the Lord, and the Lord drawed himself nigh unto him, and he's on one accord. He's a strong brother, right? Give me that.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 1.
1 Kings 18:1 says, go ahead.
And it came to pass after many days that the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, shew thyself unto Ahab.
Right, go. Show thyself unto Ahab, right? Go ahead.
And I will send rain upon the earth.
Wait, where you at? You at 21?
Oh, you want 21? I'm at verse 1.
Yeah, just continue on 1. Let's kind of give us the backdrop, then drop down to 21. Go ahead, continue.
Continue.
Yeah, continue on 1. Then after you on verse 2? Yeah, drop down to 1. Drop down to 21. Slide. So the Lord said, go and show yourself unto Ahab, right? So that's what he told Elijah. So now 21 is where the meat's at, where Elijah goes shows himself unto Ahab. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions?
Right. How long will you be double-minded, you people? How long will you be between two opinions? Right? Right? Go ahead.
If the Lord be God, follow him.
Right. If the Lord be God, follow him. Go ahead.
But if Baal, then follow him.
Right. So if the Lord be the Most High, then follow him. If Baal be the Most High, then follow him. Basically, what he's saying, if your philosophy be right, do your philosophy.
Right.
Same thing with you, Willie. If you think your philosophy is right, go do your philosophy.
Right.
I know the Lord is right, so I'm going to follow the Lord. Let every man be a liar. Go ahead.
And the people answered him not a word.
Right. They couldn't even say that. Go ahead, continue.
Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord. But Baal's prophets are 450 men.
Mm-hmm. So even I am one man of the Lord. But Baal's prophets, it's 450 of y'all. You see what I'm saying? Paint the picture. Picture what Elijah is coming up against. He talking is one man. Speaking like it's 450 men. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 23. Let them therefore give us 2 bullets.
Right. Give me 2 bulls. 2 bullets. Right? Go ahead.
And let them choose 1 bullet for themselves. And cut it in pieces. And lay it on wood.
Right. So basically, y'all get the picture. So cut it. Get a bull, cut it up, put it on some wood. Cut it up as if you were going to cook it. Right.
Right.
Go ahead.
And put no fire under.
Don't put no fire under it. This is Elijah setting the table to prove which God reigns supreme.
Right.
Baal or the Most High. It's 450 of y'all. Y'all all coming against me. But I'm not going to fold. I'm not going to be double-minded. I'm not going to apologize for saying what I got to say.
That's
or doing what is right, for doing the right thing under the Lord, right? Go ahead.
And I will dress the other bullock and lay it on wood and put no fire under.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24.
Basically, I'm gonna do the same thing I'm telling y'all to do, right?
Right.
I'm gonna get y'all kill this bullet, cut it up, put it under wood, no fire. I'm gonna kill this bullet by myself, cut it up, and put it under the wood with no fire, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
And call ye on the name of your gods.
And call on the name of your God. Call him, right? Actually, he said gods, but go ahead.
And I will call on the name of the Lord.
Right.
And the God that answereth by fire, let him be God.
So the table's set. Elijah came and said, look, 450 y'all, I'm by myself. Let's see which God reigns supreme.
Right.
Right? Y'all call, we just cut this bullet. Y'all call y'all God to set fire to this bullet. I'm going to call him the most high power, Yahweh, to set fire to this bullet. And whichever one brings fire, let that God be reigning supreme. Right? Go ahead.
And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken.
What that mean? Go ahead.
so be it.
They agree.
Right.
They agree. Said, so be it. This well, you spoke very well. I like the sound of that.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal,
Baal.
Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods.
Listen. Picture this like an Israelite that's confident in the name of the Lord and confident in the Lord. He like, all right, since there's so many of y'all, it's like you playing a little brother in basketball, right? Okay, look, you get the ball first.
Right.
Because you know you're going to win. Like, look, you get the ball first. So you can choose where you want to. Like, you giving them a handicap. Look, y'all choose which bullet y'all want. Which bullet you think gonna burn. Which, you get first pick. Choose which one you want. Right? That's what he's saying.
Right.
Go ahead.
And dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. Verse 26, and they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning, evening until noon.
Oh, wait. They called on the name of Baal from morning, evening, all the way to nighttime. No, morning, evening to noon. So what's that? Go from the morning to night. Then the next day you go into noon. Right? It's a morning, evening, and noon.
Right.
They call on the name of Baal to set fire. So they out there praying to this idol for what? A day and a half. Right? Go ahead.
Saying, oh, Baal, hear us. But there was no voice.
So look, this is what you need to understand. And this is what this story is going to prove. There's no God but the Lord. There's no power beside him. Also, you got to be steadfast and strong-minded in the way of the Lord.
Right.
In this truth. Don't fall, don't bend, don't break. Right? Go ahead and continue. They called on the name of Baal. They said, oh, Baal, hear us. Sounding all effeminate. Go ahead.
But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God.
Oh, hold on. Israelites, when you know it ain't gonna work, like, now you get to talking your mess. You get to talking your, you know, I want to say, but I ain't gonna say no, you know, you get to talking your mess.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, call on him. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna like, it ain't gonna work. You know it ain't gonna work. Now it's a call on him. Yeah. Go ahead, let's see what Elijah said. This comedy, me, I read this, I was laughing. Go ahead.
Either he is talking or he is pursuing. So like it. Either he is talking or he is pursuing. Or
either he's talking, he might be having a conversation right now for a day and a half. He might be talking to somebody, right? Or he's pursuing somebody. Right, go ahead.
Or he is in a journey.
Oh, he's on a journey. He's going somewhere. You gotta think. This is Elijah by himself against who? How many? 450 men. Right? And the confidence that this brother has is inspirational. You see what I'm saying? It's to be taken note. No. Because he knows the Lord is on his side and these 450 men ain't nothing to him.
Right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say the Nick Cannons, Deshaun Jackson, any celebrity that chooses to speak out, your confidence should always be the Lord.
Right. That's it.
And you should know that I don't care if they take all my TV shows. I'm serving the Lord. Job is a perfect example of that. Right. And what happened? Job had everything taken from him and regained it all sevenfold. I had the small little bit I had taken from me. I regained it. You see what I'm saying? What are you really choosing? What are you really ready to sacrifice for the Lord? And how far are you really willing to take it? You could be tested to the limits that you say that you think you might not be tested to, or that you say that you would stand for. You could be really tested on that level. Be ready for that. And don't be double-minded and waver and fault and backslide on what you say you're gonna do. But let's continue on the story. The accounts, like I hate saying stories because they're not make-believe. Go ahead.
Or pre-adventure, he sleepeth and must be awakened.
Right. He said, hold on, let's think about this. Maybe he might be on an adventure, he might be talking to somebody, he might be on a journey. But let's think. Or maybe he might be asleep. Yeah, that's what it is. He's asleep. That's why he ain't answered y'all. He's sleeping, and that's why he ain't came. Right? Go ahead.
And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets.
Oh wait, they start doing that weird stuff. They start doing that. Hear us. You know what I'm saying? And doing that weird, like, I know when I get around stuff like that, I watch the little videos on YouTube. I'm like, oh shoot,
right?
I'm like, I get that. You know, what's the rest of that little meme or that little video clip they be playing? Oh, y'all tripping. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, y'all tripping. That's exactly what I said. No more. Y'all tripping. Y'all cutting yourself, self-mutilation for your God to hear you. Y'all seen that one of Arabs just smacking themselves on the head?
Right.
They smacked them. I'm surprised one of them ain't fall. They smacked them just hard. Like hard. They're like, ugh. Like, I'm like, damn. For your God to hear you gotta beat yourself? Ooh-wee. Go ahead, continue. The ball might just be asleep. That's what Elijah is saying. Go ahead.
Till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord.
Right. So Elijah was like, all right, look, y'all had y'all time. Come here. Let me show y'all let me show you the real God. Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
That was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob.
Go ahead.
Unto whom the Lord, the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name.
Oh, wait. Okay, so look. This goes back to Willie's point, talking about the white man. He took 12 stones for the children of Israel, whom the Lord called upon and said, this will be your name. The Lord chose us. We didn't choose ourselves. Go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
It's like it's 32.
Keep going. Yeah.
And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord. And he made a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed.
Right.
And he put the wood in order and cut the bullock in pieces and laid him on the wood and said, fill 4 barrels with water and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. And he said, do it the second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time. And they did it the third time. And the water ran round about the altar. And he filled the trench also with water.
Right.
And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known.
Hold on. He said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Go ahead.
Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel.
Let it be known that you the most high power of Israel. Right? Go ahead.
And that I am thy servant.
And that I'm your servant. Go ahead.
And that I have done all these things at thy word.
Right? Go ahead. Now I listen to what you said. I'm doing what you said to do. Go ahead.
Right. Hear me, O Lord.
Hear me, O Lord.
Hear me.
Go ahead.
That this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again.
Because he's talking to Israelites. It was Israelites among these prophets calling on Baal. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Drinking the cup of a devil. Right? Go ahead, continue.
Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice.
Ooh-wee. Did it take a day and a half, a whole other day? No, he said, hear me, O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, or Jacob, that these people may know that you are God.
That's true.
And that you reign supreme in this earth, and that I'm your servant, that they may turn back and follow you. And what the Lord do? Whoa! Burnt it up. Didn't take no day and a half and another day. We had to, Elijah had to cut himself and beat himself and do all that weird stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
That shows you the power of the Lord. And it shows you that when you stay steadfast in the Lord, what the Lord will do for you. Can't be double-minded in this truth. You will fail. You can't be double-minded in the world. You will fail in the world too. But mainly in this truth. You cannot be double-minded. You will fail every single time. And it'll be to your downfall. You will have suicidal thoughts. You will have demons coming on you more than they did. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Last precept before I go, Psalms 100 and verse 3. No, will somebody hold me Psalms 103 and somebody hold me James 1 and 8.
It's like you said, that was James 103 and 8.
James 1 and 8.
1 and 8?
Yep. Go ahead, read it when you got it.
So you want James first or?
Yeah, James first, then Psalms after.
James chapter 1, verse 8.
No, it's like it. Give me Psalms first and James after. You got Psalms?
No.
Give me Psalms first.
Psalms chapter 100, verse 3. Now ye that the Lord is, no, it's like it. Now ye that the Lord, he is God.
Now you know that the Lord is God. After that account that you read right now, you know that the Lord is God. Go ahead.
It is he that hath made us,
Mm-hmm.
and not we ourselves.
Right.
We are his people,
Right.
and the sheep of his pasture.
Right. Read one more verse and see what that says.
Verse 4. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise.
Mm-hmm.
Be thankful unto him, and bless his name.
Right. When you stand for this truth, stand for it. See what I'm saying? Thank the Lord that he even showed you this truth. Stand for it, love it, cherish it, and bless the Lord. Because he created you. He made you, not yourself. Now give me that, James. 1 and 8, and I'm gonna end the class.
James chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted.
Oh, a double-minded man. You hear that? Is unstable in all his ways. That means your relationship. That means yourself. That means what you choose, you think you're standing on with all your ways. This is why you don't be double-minded, right? Go ahead.
Right. Verse 10. But the rich in that he is made low, because as the floor.
No, it's like just read 8 one more time.
Verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree.
No, it's like that's all I want. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That lets you know that you cannot be double-minded in this truth. You are unstable. And when you're unstable with something that's unstable, there's something that is unstable lasts long. If I got a cup on the table and the table is rocking, is that cup gonna stand? Is that cup gonna stand up straight long? Nah, it's gonna fall.
That's right.
That's why I said. That's why this class is a double-minded man will always fail, and you will fail the Lord. You will fail your children. You will fail your wife. You will fail in everything that you do. Why? Because you're double-minded.
Right.
Gird up your loins, gain some strength, come into the truth, sit down and learn something, and become a strong brother. Serve the Lord, that's your strength. That's your righteousness. That's your key to success. You understand? And with that, we're going to end the class.